Polls, and there has been some movement in the polls in the past few days. Does that mean we could all be stunned tomorrow night when the results roll in? New Hampshire Senator Kelly Ayotte is here to go on the record. Nice to see you, Senator.
Good to see you, Greta.
And why aren't you home in your state of New Hampshire?
Well, I'm here to vote in the Senate, and we have an important hearing tomorrow in the Armed Services Committee. And so
you're doing your day job.
I could do my day job to represent the people in New Hampshire, and I already voted. But I think that this race really is still wide open. We've seen the candidates all over our state. Was obviously at the debate on Saturday night, but also they've been at the town halls. They're continuing. They're driving the buses around the state. They're going to the diners. They are all over the state, and I'm not surprised that there's still a group of New Hampshire voters that are making up their mind.
So do you think we could be surprised? I mean, how much faith do you have in polls?
I still think that we could be surprised because I think polls give us a good guide, but they don't tell us the full picture because we know also that a lot of people nowadays, they don't necessarily answer polls. Many more people using cell phones, so it depends on the poll you're looking at. That said, Greta, with this many candidates in the race, I do think there'll be some surprises tomorrow.
What about in New Hampshire, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that Democrats can vote in the Republican primary,
yes.
Republicans
that's
can vote.
One of the interesting things about New Hampshire is the independents, which is the largest bloc in our state, they can vote in either primary. And so they can have a big influence on this race. So obviously Republicans voting in the race, but also independents declaring to vote in either the Democrat or the Republican primary can make a big difference for a candidate.
What does this do for the economy in New Hampshire? I mean, the money that's pouring in.
It's absolutely great.
It's absolutely great. I know. That's why Iowa liked us so much.
We love it, but also we play such an important role because we do ask the tough questions. You do have to do town halls. You do have to get out and meet the voters. But, our restaurants, our hotels, they love it, the local businesses, and they get a real sense of New Hampshire.
You want this election every year, then, right?
We love it. We love it.
It is fascinating. In terms of tomorrow, everyone's going to go out and vote. Snow problem? Maybe if you do.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's not like D.C. with snow, Greta. I mean, New Hampshire, we can handle snow. So snow is not going to stop New Hampshire voters from going to the polls. I can assure you that.
What about the fight between the governors between Governor Christie last Saturday night and Senator Rubio, your colleague?
Yeah, I mean, it was obviously quite a lively debate, and it was really vigorous. And so we'll see, obviously, tomorrow at the polls. Where the New Hampshire voters come down on this. But I think also what's going to matter in this is the debates are one piece of the puzzle, but working the town halls, getting out and meeting the voters, then one-on-one impressions are going to make the bigger impact on New Hampshire voters.
Well, I know the media watched the debate on Saturday night, but we don't know how many people in New Hampshire thought that they may have thought they could go to the town halls and they didn't have to watch it.
Yeah, I don't know how many. I didn't see the viewer totals. I mean, the crowd at the debate was pretty large. But I will say this, I know people I've talked to, family, friends, even people that aren't that involved in politics, a lot of them have gone to the town halls and actually in their neighborhood. You can almost find a town hall where you live in New Hampshire, which is a great part of our First in the Nation primary.
Well, you're very lucky you get to be first in the nation. I know there's some people don't always like that, but you always get to do that.
Yeah, but we vet the candidates ask them the tough questions. It's important.
Senator, thank you. Nice to see you.
Thanks, Greta. Great to see you.